Ayy, so amazing. You see how they playing? LiveWire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is LiveWire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good? You see it. Do I need to say more? What's good, Atlanta Braves fans? Man, look at here. The hottest team in Major League Baseball. Yeah, it was the Tampa Bay Rays from the beginning of the season, but in true fashion, no lead is safe. No standing is safe with the Atlanta Braves. None. The Atlanta Braves has been a juggernaut of a team. And with that being said, they still with two without their pitchers. Max Free and Kyle Wright. Now, check this out. The Atlanta Braves went into this series with the Marlins. The Marlins ain't had a chance. Now, they was hot before they got to the Braves. They was hot. But the Braves been on fire. The Braves was on fire from the beginning of the season. Now, they had lost some games early in the season, but look what this lineup has done. This lineup has been monstrous. At least five in double-digit home runs. Team has almost what? Like 150 now as a team in home runs. Only need probably the pace that they going right now, even though the All-Star break is coming up this weekend, the following weekend, the Braves still can eclipse that in the second half of the season, because guess what? You have what? July, August, September, October. You probably got about 3.5 months, and they could get a record. But nevertheless, by the time the Braves second half of the season comes back, and I do believe that they will keep Max Fry, Kyle Wright out just enough until the postseason, and they're gonna get some guys that come in. They played a lot of hard schedules from the Dodgers, from the Rangers, the Reds, the Diamondbacks, the Padres. I mean, hell, the Braves have been Phillies. You know, they have been playing some hard teams. Now, they do have a test coming up. I think this week they have a test coming, major test coming up this week. Let me see. They start with the Guardians, a 3-game stretch starting tomorrow. Then they play the Tampa Bay Rays towards the end of the week, and that's going to be the game right there. They play the Rays before they go into the All-Star break. So the Guardians and the Rays. And that when they play the Rays, that most likely will be for the best record in the Major League. Right now, the Braves hold that record with 1 game because the Tampa Bay Rays lost. That's going to be a game to watch. The first game is Friday on Apple TV, and everything else is Saturday, whatever the case might be. So they go to Cleveland, play the Guardians. They win that series, and Tampa Bay was to lose 2 games in that stretch. The Braves will be probably 2.5 games up. So now, going back to where I was, Orlando Arcia, Ozzie Albies, and Travis d'Arnaud all hit a home run in this game against the Marlins today. The game was slow paced, as always. Marlins took the 2-0 lead. Guess what happened? Arcia came up, pow. Now the Braves did stranded some because they had the bases loaded and they couldn't get none runs in. If they had got the runs in, they would have probably blown it out. Remember, we know what we did to them in the first game, beat them by 10. Then, last night's game. So, Spencer Strider, the Stride Master, won a 6th game because by decision, the Braves finished the Marlins, swept them. So now the Braves is 5-1 against the Marlins this year. They should have swept them early in the season, but they let one game get away. Nevertheless, it's all good. The Marlins had lost 9 of 10 against the Braves already this season and has been outscored 83-29 over that stretch. Really sad. That's just to go to show you how strong this Atlanta Braves team is. The Atlanta Braves are, like I told people, I say there's a guaranteed hit every time each one of these guys, or a home run from the top of the order to the bottom of the order. These guys somebody's going to hit a home run. It don't matter who it is. Spencer Strider is 10-2, allow only 3 runs, 2 earned, and a walk, and 9 strikeouts over a 6 2/3 of inning. AJ Minna and Ben Hiller follow with a bullpen with Rosario English, retired the Marlins in the 9th for the 14 save and 16 opportunities. You can't say no more about the bullpen and the pitching right now because even though they have injuries with Max Fried and Kyle Wright, the pitching has been stable. You know what I'm saying? Has it looked great at times? Nah. But at the same time, they allow just enough momentum where the Braves bats start getting hot. Once the Braves bats start getting hot, it's pretty much hard. It's pretty much hard. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So now combining with 11 first inning runs in the first previous games, the Braves came out empty on Sunday after Ozuna grounded out. Like I said, Miami did score the first 2 runs, but hey, it didn't really matter. Arcia got it started with the first homer, 125 feet. But nevertheless, once the Braves start hitting home run, it demoralized the team. It demoralized the opponents. And then guess what? They start trying harder to try to get these guys out. And then the great thing about the Braves, they don't strike out much. That's the beauty of this team. They don't strike out much. They either ground out, hit out, pop up, or whatever, or most likely get on base. Now, after Ronald Acuna walked, Arbies pulled in and hit a 2-run home run in the field. Now, Arbies hit his 20th home run. Acuna hit his, I think, 21st or 22nd last night. And we already know what Matt Olson is doing. He's right behind Shatani, for the 2 of the best home run hitters in the game. You know what I'm saying, right now. And then you had Travis D'Arnaud came in, hit a 2-run home in the 8th. So, and that was Travis D'Arnaud's 7th home run this season. He about to hit double digits too. So, it's what it is. Now, Ozuna extended his hitting streak to for 12 games, and I think Acuna also extended. Now Acuna did steal 2nd and he steal 3rd in this game. So I mean, you gotta think he's the runaway MVP for the National League, hands down. There is nobody close to him right now. So, I mean, you just got to look at it for what it is. The Braves are just too much for a lot of opponents right now. And I don't, like I said, I don't see nobody stopping them but themselves. The Braves they're on an 8-game winning streak. They're 8 out of 10 right now. Big hats to the Marlins for doing what they've been doing. But, coming and playing the Braves with this lineup, this is probably the best lineup I have seen in Braves history. This, and you think the 2021 team that won the World Series was fire. I think this team, batting wise, is more dominant. And Max Fried was on that. Charlie Morton was on that squad. So just imagine what this team is going to be able to do when it comes down to the postseason. It's going to be hard because they're going to have home field advantage. And that's a recipe for disaster because Atlanta is pretty much solid at home. The Braves are 23-3 stretched into 9 straight series win against such teams like Cincinnati, Minnesota, Arizona, and the Mets. The Marlins were coming off a sweep of Boston before falling to a 1-9 this season against the Braves. Like I said, it's what it is. So now with the All-Star break coming up, the Braves had 6 games left before the All-Star break. I suspect the Braves to continue to roll and go into the All-Star break with the best record in the league. The Braves do have 8 in the All-Star, 3 starters, 5 reserves. But nevertheless, that's probably the most Atlanta has had in a long, long time. So, with that being said, Atlanta Braves, these Braves is not playing. Now, let me touch on a little bit for Ronald Acuna real quick. Ronald Acuna Jr. is a distant second behind Alvarez in the National League batting race. Has 2 hits, lifting his average to 336. Acuna he stole 2 bases today, which I told you, giving him a career best 39. He has stole 37 bases in 2019. He eclipsed that. Imagine what he's going to do if he was to somehow steal 10 more bases. I said 15. I mean, there is no way that he won't win. And I mean, he already got over 20 home runs. Now, he might, in the batting race, now if he keep batting the way he is right now, yeah, he'll probably catch him. But I think he still is going to be the NL valuable player, hands down. Hands down. So, with that being said, the Atlanta Braves are the best team in Major League Baseball. I said it once they started getting going, once they started piling up wins. This Atlanta Braves team is dangerous for anybody to play. Teams they don't know how to pitch to the Atlanta Braves right now because the top of the order from the bottom of the order, they are striking hot. And if teams make a mistake, you're going to have great pitching to beat the Braves. That's just going to have to be done. And I just don't see a lot of teams right now have great pitching. They have okay pitcher, probably 1 or 2, but the thing about it is the pressure going to be on them because they can't pitch every night against the Braves. If you go in a 3-game series against the Braves and your best pitcher pitched game 1, you have a chance to beat the Braves, but how long can that sustain? You're going to have to jump on the Braves quickly, and the Braves don't make mistakes. They don't beat themselves. That's the best thing about the Braves. They don't beat themselves. You know what I'm saying? They make you do things that you uncomfortable doing. And if your pitcher comes in there and he's not sure, they're gonna knock it out the park. And once they start hitting home runs, it's gonna demoralize the team. So, with that being said, the Braves do start the 3-game series against the Cleveland Guardians tomorrow. Looking for another sweep of the series, or hey, but right now they are the Major League's best team. They was a half a game over the Tampa Bay Rays, which the Rays lost today, and so now the Braves are a full game up, and looks like the momentum of the Tampa Bay Rays is kind of going the opposite direction right now, and that doesn't look good when you getting ready to play the Braves in 5 days. And well, I'll say in 3 days. In 3 days time, in 4 days, you getting ready to play the Braves. So I mean, this is not the time for the Tampa Bay Rays to really start going cold, because the Braves are hot. And if the Braves get at least 5 games, the Major League best, just imagine what you already see what they're doing against their own division. So hey, it's what it is. But this your boy LiveWire Sports Entertainment. Chop chop, go Braves. Hit like, comment, subscribe to the channel anytime I drop a hardcore video. Until then, it's all about the ATL, baby. For the A.